Time now for the morning rush. New Mexico is still coming up short of the 60% vaccination rate to fully reopen. Right now, only 49% of New Mexicans are fully vaccinated. The governor's office says that we would remain at the turquoise level until we reach that 60% mark. LEDA grant applications for small businesses are due today at noon. The state legislature set aside $200 million in funding for the small businesses impacted by the pandemic. Those businesses must be operating in New Mexico and have fewer than 75 employees, among some other requirements. Erica.
Here's a look at the Metro morning commute forecast. Temperatures staying in the mid-70s. It's a very warm start to the day. We'll make it to 81 by 9 and climb into the 90s by noon.
A suspected arsonist accused of starting 2 fires in the Bosque has now been arrested. Police have 2 cameras in the Bosque that connect to the real-time crime center to spot any suspicious activity. They say that one near Tingley Beach helped them catch a suspect in 2 fires on Saturday. A train derailment on the Laguna Pueblo forced some evacuations. According to the Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad, the derailment happened yesterday just before 2:30. Now, no one was injured and there was no hazmat concern. The cause of that derailment is still under investigation. Erica.
Here's a look at the Metro Threat Index, keeping it medium to high today for dangerous heat expected through the afternoon and some evening thunderstorms possible.
The state's largest school district is hiring. Now in January, the Albuquerque Public Schools was down about 600 employees, and they expect even fewer come August. Right now, there are nearly 800 jobs available. Nearly half of those are openings for teachers. They're also looking for nurses, custodians, kitchen staff, and bus drivers. Well, the PED is distributing $15 million to more than 100 of the state's poorest schools. That money is intended to help the schools with things like extra tutoring as well as counseling. Another $15 million will be given out in fiscal year 2023.
All right, here's a look at the maps. They are clear this morning. No accidents or slowdowns as of now. And Tracker is going south on I-25 at Comanche. Things look to be moving right along, but we will let you know as rush hour begins.
An entrance ticket purchased about 37 years ago was still valid at a New England aquarium. A woman visited the park near closing time back in 1983 and got this late gate ticket that was good for a visit anytime in the future. She gave it to her niece, who used it last week, and the aquarium still accepted it.
Time now for the 5 facts. At number 5, Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham is asking cities and counties to consider banning fireworks sales this morning until drought conditions can improve. A state statute does not allow the governor to implement a statewide ban on fireworks, but Lujan Grisham says she encourages and appreciates people taking action to prevent wildfires. Nearly 90% of the state is experiencing drought conditions, and all 5 national forests in New Mexico are either in stage 1 or 2 of fire restrictions.
At number 4 this morning, patrols continue in the Bosque this morning after APD says that they arrested a man who started 2 fires there over the weekend. Police have 2 cameras in the Bosque that connect to the real-time crime center to spot any suspicious activity. They say that one near Tingley Beach helped them catch a suspect in 2 of the fires from Saturday. And
at number 3, here's our storm timeline in Albuquerque today. Storms likely popping up in the mountains about 3 to 5 and moving off into the metro area by around 5 to 7.
At number 2, in order for the state to reopen by the end of this month, a 60% vaccination rate is needed. Now, right now, only about 49% of New Mexicans are fully vaccinated. Incentives like getting $100 to get the shot are happening this week. That's all the way through Thursday. We asked the governor's office what will happen if we don't reach the targeted goal. In an email statement today, a spokesperson with the governor's office says that we would remain at the turquoise level until we reach the 60% mark, plus 2 weeks after. Now at number 1, day 4 of the trial of the man accused of killing and raping a 6-year-old girl continues today. Leland Hust is accused of killing Ariana Jade Romeo. That was at Winston Skates' Rio Rancho home back in 2018. Now yesterday in court, the Skates told the jury that he woke up on the morning of August 11th when he heard screaming. Now Skates' own behavior was questioned on the stand. In 2019, he pleaded guilty to criminal sexual contact of another girl. You can see more about that story at KRQE.com.